Liberty struggled last fall and finished 3-7, but 4 of those losses came by a combined 20 points. The Lions graduated standout running back Tommy Nelson, who finished his career as Liberty's all-time leading rusher. But head coach Larry Luth has a good bit of returning talent, led by quarterback Jack Pellicciotti and speedy receiver Sam Evans. The Lions say they are ready to get back on a winning track in 2022, which opens on September 2nd with a matchup against Walkersville.
Coach, starting your 10th season here as head coach of Liberty. Last year, 3-7, but in a lot of those games, I think I looked it up, in the 3 county losses you had, it was by a combined 16 points, something like that. What does that bode for this year with a lot of the guys you have coming back, what they learned from last year?
We return a good nucleus of players. I always say great teams learn how to win close games, and unfortunately I don't think we did a very good job of that as a team, so that's a challenge for us. We need that galvanizing win, and so I think it's going to be important to us to come out and win a close one or two early in the season.
Yeah.
I think when you do that, it carries on, and when you don't, you feel like you're fighting uphill all year long.
You got guys coming back, and one of the guys is your signal caller, Jack Pellicciotti. How have you seen him grow in the last couple of years? He's about to make that step into his senior year. He can throw the ball around the field pretty well.
Jack is a perfect drop back quarterback. He makes great decisions. He good leadership.
Right.
He takes responsibility. He doesn't call out his receivers when things don't go right. He puts a lot on himself. Sometimes he's a little too hard on himself, and he doesn't let everything rip, and he doesn't let everything roll away. But hopefully we'll see that in his maturity process, that when something goes wrong, that he just bounces back and keeps growing and keeps improving.
What's it like as the quarterback, knowing that you got a lot of those weapons at your disposal to try to make this team better than it was last year?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, a lot of people say, you guys graduated Tommy. That's what a lot of teams are going to say. They're going to look at our record and say, they weren't that good. They graduated Tommy. I don't think a lot of people look at what we're returning. I mean, we're returning the best player in the county, I think, in my opinion, Sam Evans. We're returning an injured receiver, Brian McLaughlin, injured tight end that was just fitting into his role last year.
Okay.
Got out in week 5 on a hand injury. And then Carson Struble made a few good plays towards the end of the season. I think he's coming back, and not a lot of people are looking at those guys besides Sam, but we got 4 playmakers. In my opinion, I think 4 all-county receivers that a lot of people in the county don't have.
What do you try to do in the offseason to improve yourself and be, people are going to be looking for you. You're one of the top guys on the offense. What do you do to take the next step this season and become a better receiver?
Well, last year I know a lot of my receptions and yards came off of deeper passes. So this year I really tried to work on my route running, like curls, comebacks, all that.
Right.
And just my short routes, because this offseason kind of focusing on yards after catch. We don't have to go to that deep all the time when it's not open.
You played both ways on defense as well. I think you had 3 picks last year. Which side do you like better? Coach Luth was telling me how good you are on defense. I know you like to catch the ball on offense, but you like playing defense as well?
I love both. Definitely, I'd say offense is my primary, but I love defense. Whatever I could do to get on the field, honestly, help my team win.
Tanner, as the center on the line, I know you're playing a lot of center.
Yeah.
You're the anchor of that line. You're a lot of responsibility. How do you prepare for that position like that? Because you're going to be the guy that kind of calls the shots there and makes sure everybody knows. A lot of extra preparation off the field?
Of course, yeah. Pretty much watching film every night. As a center, I'm making all the calls, got to get everyone right, and just kind of try to fit in that leadership role, Obviously, it's a lot of film. That's really all you can do. And then another part of it is making sure our scout defense and the right alignment, just things like that to make sure that we can get fully prepared for what's coming.
Those kids have really taken on the leadership. They've bought into everything we've done.
Right.
They're not only great football players, great high school football players. They're good people. They are. When you have Face of Liberty program, they're the kind of kids that we like to have as the face of our program.
Want more local sports coverage? Be sure to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.